Stephen A. Smith, what do you make of Des Bryant's comments?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And let me be on the record to say I could give 2 cents about what he or any other member of the Dallas Cowboys say, because that's right, I'm one of the people that can't stand y'all. Let me be on the record and say that right here, right now, okay?
Thank you. I was going to say it if you weren't.
Let's be very, very clear about something. Des Bryant is not good. He is a stud. Des Bryant has the potential to be elite, great, big time. I'm just waiting to see when that transfers into something that really, really means anything. Let me go back, Skip. And ladies and gentlemen, let me put here for the record. And you move out the way. Move out the way so I can look into the camera right here. 1997.
You're not going to love Dr.
No, not at all. 1997, Skip, to now. That would span 16 seasons. 16 seasons in which the Dallas Cowboys, I mean, I don't want to know whether it's 1 or 2 playoff victories. I think it's 2. I'm sure it's 1 because I know they beat Philadelphia. But I don't even remember the other one. I'm looking at these guys right now. You ain't been in the playoffs since 2009. How many double-digit winning seasons do you have since 1997? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 double-digit. That means in 16 years, 12 of those years, you haven't even won 10 games. 12. Out of the 16 years, you haven't won 10 games, okay? But you have the audacity, the temerity, the unmitigated gall to call yourself America's team and sit there sticking out your chest, bloviate, talking about, oh, we love the haters. You know why y'all have haters, Dallas Cowboys? You know why? And I'm not talking to the fans because you got great fans. I'm talking to the Dallas Cowboys organization. Do you know why you have haters? Because you're always making noise and news for the wrong reasons. You want to talk about what y'all are, but y'all ain't anything. I mean, I'm sorry, wasn't it the Giants that spanked y'all in the last game of the regular season 2 years ago before winning the Super Bowl? Wasn't it the Washington Redskins and RG3 on a bum leg, a one-legged RG3, who spanked y'all when in the season finale? But somehow, some way, are the Giants making news this offseason? Nope. Are the Redskins making news this offseason? Nope. But the Dallas Cowboys, every single week, they in the news. You know why? Because there's always something, whether it's Des Bryant, whether it's Tony Romo looking like a politician with his family and all that, which is, by the way, is a very, very beautiful wife, kids, everything is beautiful. But he can't, getting his contract, $55 million in guaranteed dollars for what? Watching the playoffs with Skip Bayless and Stephen A. That's what he's getting $55 million in guaranteed money for. I mean, this is ridiculous. So when I'm saying to you, and I'm saying to Dez, and I'm saying to the Dallas Cowboys, as an organization, thank your heavenly stars. Get on your knees. Look up to the heavens and thank the good Lord above that you've got the ultimate hype machine and business tycoon in Jerry Jones as your owner. Because somehow, some way, he has taught y'all how to remain relevant even when you are not. The Dallas Cowboys stink. They are an average team, if not less than that. And the fact that we have to sit here and talk about them because they're so hated or so loved because Skip Bayless swears they're America's team is something that disgusts me. So, yes, I am one of the haters.
Well, a poll that was conducted last year said they are America's team.
It's ridiculous.
So you're accurate, sadly.
He's accurate, but it's sad.
Sadly.
Sad. Now, go ahead while I drink my tea.
Why did you spend 4.5 minutes talking about this team that's won 1 playoff game since 1996?
Because
why, Stephen A? Why did you just waste our time talking about a team that doesn't matter?
Because
they do matter.
They do matter.
Because you can't wait to talk about them on a daily basis. They don't do anything. It's what you do in reaction to what they say. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, it's you.
Long before I came along, you spent 30 years talking about them. You wrote books on them for crying out loud.
Yeah, when they were winning 3 Super Bowls.
That's right. And you made them relevant, and you are part of the reason they're America's team, along with their willingness to play on Thanksgiving. You!
With their willingness.
And I want to applaud Des Bryant for speaking the truth. I loved it, Des, because it's people like him that should motivate you every day in that weight room, every day on that practice field, catching 1,000 balls from Tony Romo. Don't you be playing golf this offseason, Tony. I want you out there throwing to Des Bryant, connecting with him emotionally and physically, to the point that you guys are unstoppable next year. I want it so that you can shut this man up. That's
6,
you
10,
are the
8,
leader
8,
of the
8.
haters. And look, they have been America's team since 1979 when their highlight film was dubbed by someone, I'm not sure who it was, at NFL Films, America's team. 1979. And it stuck because it has the biggest fandom in America. Cowboy Nation includes the haters, too, because it includes you, because you're fascinated with them. You can't stop talking about them on a daily basis. You want to call them, not the accident waiting to happen. Now you've shortened it to just accident. It's your favorite topic every day of this show. And Des should love it because it should motivate that football team to silence Stephen A. Smith next year. You are the head hater.
It is so unfair. You... Where's my tissue at? Where's my tissue at right here? Yeah, okay. You know, you, Skip Bayless, you are victimizing me.
I am.
Because I do not walk in saying, let's talk about the Cowboys. The Cowboys always find a way to make the news. I'm looking at a team since 2000. They've got 3 5-11 seasons.
We know all the numbers.
Seasons,
we hear them every day from you.
2 8-8 seasons, 3 9-7 seasons. They're a walking piece of mediocrity. But somehow, some way, they sell. Somehow, some way, everybody cares. So as a result, we are compelled to talk about it. I know Des Bryant can play. I know Tony Romo can play. I also know that despite the greatness of these players, combined with other pieces on their squad, they will find a way to make it up. I'm going to call it officially. I'm going to start calling it the curse of T.O. Because if they never got rid of T.O., they might be in a better situation than they are right now.
Yeah.
T.O. would have helped.
He got him.
I'm sorry. T.O., listen.
He took him miles.
Hey, at least they got to the playoffs.
Yeah.
At least they got to the playoffs. And let me tell you something right now.
Lost the first game at home.
Yes, they did. No. They lost in Philadelphia when they got ramrodded. They got beat down by the Philadelphia Eagles. Actually, that was a regular season game. You're right. But the point that I'm trying to make to you is this. When you look at T.O., T.O. was willing to hold dudes accountable.
Yeah.
And Mr. Jason Witten stood up and said, no, we don't like that. Please don't talk about Tony Romo that way. No, Tony Romo might be sensitive. And the next thing you know, he's gone, and you haven't won anything since. But it was his fault that you weren't winning when he was there.
Now, really? Get your story straight.
Stop it, please.
T.O. called out the offense and the receivers coach, Todd Haley, for throwing more balls to Witten than T.O. got. That's what it was.
Please.
And
is that all it was?
Yes.
That was not all it was.
Yes, it was.
That was not all it was. He also had an issue with Jason Garrett, too. And we see why based on the coaching over the last 2 seasons.
Here's the bottom line.
Oh, please.
Here's what's really going on here. This is a born and raised New York Giants football fan. Am I right about that?
I'm a New Yorker.
Yes.
Okay. I'm a New Yorker.
Who from birth, it was almost like you genetically inherited the anti-cowboy gene from your family.
That's fair.
And I'm good with it. Yeah. It's what it is. And you were jealous that even wait.
Hold on.
Even when the Giants win a Super Bowl, the whole offseason still seems to revolve around Cowboys. Big D. Big D. It's all Cowboy talk.
Are you saying for me that what I really have a problem with is that the Dallas Cowboys are treated like Tebow? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying?
You might.
A team that don't do much, but they always in the news.
Yeah.
Okay,
well,
sure,
at least Tebow won.
At
least Tebow won his playoff game, right?
When he played.
Yeah.
When he played.
Oh, when he played.
Sort of like the Dallas Cowboys in the postseason. Oh, I'm sorry, they haven't been there. They haven't been there.